Perfect.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Salute, 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 and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean. You're now swimming in the deep end with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I had to open the stream the way I did for a reason. Because the good brother Cat Williams spoke nothing but the truth. And that's what we're going to deal with over here tonight on this particular subject matter. We are going to deal with the truth and facts. Let me go ahead and give my opening disclaimer right now for everyone that will be joining us in attendance here tonight. I want to give some instructions to my moderators. As long as people are respectful, let them disagree. Don't block them. Don't time out. Let them disagree, because I'm making that exception tonight for a reason. Because see, this particular subject matter here, let me tell you something. Some hit dogs are going to holler. Like Cat Williams said, if people take what I'm about to say tonight a certain type of way, let me tell you why I'm going to let the chat room rock tonight. Because I want it to be an exhibit. And I want black men and black women who are of honorable integrity to take note of it. All of it is going to be a teaching lesson over here tonight. The people that's going to have an issue with it are degenerates themselves. The people that have an issue with it in particular, especially a lot of these celebrities and celebrity adjacents that are putting the cape on for the Diddler, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to tell you why. Because see, a lot of them are nervous, because if they weren't there participating in what the Diddler had going on, hey, they know they got some stuff going on themselves, or they might have been around them like, look, I'm going to tell you right now, what they're worried about is if the Diddler starts to sing. Oh, yeah, see, let me tell you something. Let me get this out the way. Give this disclaimer, because in case you're new here and you missed my previous broadcast covering the beginning of the Diddler drama. Number one, I do not believe everything that Cassie said. No, I don't. I'm going to briefly go over why again for the people that did not catch my previous broadcast. It is impossible for you to have the type of finances that she had and be somewhere for 10 plus years claiming somebody forced you to do something against your will. You flying across the country, going to that person of your own free will. So no, I don't believe everything that she's saying. However, everything that she's saying isn't a lie because, see, I'm finna thread some needles. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm finna hurt some feelings here tonight with nothing but common sense and facts. Gene Deal ain't lying. Jaguar Wright ain't lying. Some key words, some of what Cassie is saying is true. And yes, that rat Cassie, or nasty Cassie as I call her, she put up with that and then turned on him until she didn't get something she want. And some people might have put her up to it. Let me give you all some common sense. I've said this before. I'm going to say it yet again here tonight to back up and quantify what I'm saying. Anytime you're dealing with a wealthy celebrity and you accuse them of something they didn't do, they are quick to hit you with the trifecta: libel, slander, defamation of character. He hadn't hit Cassie with a countersuit. He hadn't hit Gene Deal with no lawsuit. He hadn't hit Jaguar Wright with no lawsuit, to my knowledge. Now, if any of you have any knowledge to the contrary, feel free to inform me. All right. Now, we finna thread another needle. Let me clear up something else because, see, to the brothers listening, you better pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, especially if you claim to want to be respected in the community by our women. Okay, this is an in-house conversation. Yes, I believe in innocent till proven guilty. I damn sure ain't gonna side with them folks, the feds, or nobody with the history that they've done to our people. No. However, this whole thing where just because somebody's wealthy, you can't critique the wrong that they do, that bullshit got to go by the wayside. We finna break all that up over here tonight. You can't be the type of black man, foundational black American freedman man, nor black immigrant man that looks the other way when you see somebody in the community doing dirt and harming us. Because just like I don't call the, what's the name? Tiffany Henyard, that piece of trash. And you know, she's not the only mayor stealing, but I'm going to thread that needle as well. I don't call her a sister, just like I don't call Candace Owens a sister. And I'm not going to call Diddy a damn brother because everybody ain't lying on you, man. Everybody ain't lying on you. See, here's the thing. The reason why he's been around 30 plus years is because, you know, hey, you got up to a level where you was tolerated by them folks. Okay, now, I don't know if you been over for Clive Davis or not, but maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Let's just say you did, because I don't know if you did or not. But if you did bend over for Clive Davis and that was part of the reason why you got to where you were, hey, now that you've been humiliated, instead of you trying to expose that, you say, well, I'm going to do it to other black people. I'm going to shit on other black people. Now, I'm going to have proof of that. Because, see, we're not going to deal with all the rehashed stuff over here tonight. Oh, no. You stick around for the rest of this broadcast, I got some stuff for you, man, that most people, it's going to be hard pressed for you to argue with me. You know, when I lay out a case against something, it's hard for you to say, oh, man, that's some bullshit. Because I don't put words in people's mouths. I don't make things up on people. I've never run that type of platform. What you're going to have to do at the end of the day is just say, hey, you know what, GBS? Yeah, all that's facts. It's their own words. Here's the facts you provided, no lies. I just want to support Degenerate. That's what you're going to have to say by the time I'm finished over here tonight. Oh, yeah, we're going to put this bastard on trial. I'm going to call him what he is because, see, let me give you my stance. I may not help them folks come after you, but I damn sure don't have to save you either. I don't believe in protecting nobody that does harm to the community, especially someone that takes advantage of the naive in our community. You're supposed to be trying to help folks in our community. If you get to a certain point where you're in a position of power, you should be trying to help, not take advantage of because they did it to you. So let me explain something. Salute to the good brother Rashawn for the cash out. Thank you very much. Let me explain something. When you become a black person, you get in a position of power. You shouldn't see, this is what they do. And when I say it's bigger than Diddy, okay, what those like him will do is because them white folks, they had to either bend over or do whatever to get where they're at with them white folks, instead of them saying, okay, I ain't gonna do my people like that. No, they want to become a little dark-skinned version of a white supremacist and do that to our people. See, in other words, they call that paying your dues. Everybody's supposed to get what they're supposed to earn for their talent. You shouldn't be trying to shit on nobody in the community. You damn sure shouldn't be abusing and doing any other of these degenerate things to people in the community. See, I'm finna make some folks mad because where I'm finna come with this right here, I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard for you to argue with me. See, for all these other allegations, I'm gonna tell you how you know there's a bit of truth to what's being said. And I'm gonna say this again. Everybody ain't telling the truth. I understand that, but everybody's not lying either. What's done in the dark will come to the light. Again, I ain't got the cape for nobody, but I damn sure don't have to save them. And I'm damn sure not rooting for no feds. So let's just get that clear again. Some of them allegations got to be true because I'm going to tell you why. Without even going into anything Cassie said, let me ask my audience something. In fact, the business, since I have so much to get into here tonight, and there's a lot of you in here, let me go ahead and just greet everybody. Welcome to everybody in the chat room, whether you agree or disagree. I usually do a roll call over here, but since there's a lot of you and I want to go ahead and get to this subject matter because you know I always teach y'all that time is a precious non-renewable asset. I want to get straight to brass tacks. So welcome to everybody, a bit of departure from what I normally do. Welcome to all 60 plus of you in here so far and anybody to be joining. So here's the deal, right? You know there's a bit of truth to some of them allegations because how many of you remember the little dude he was running around with named Farnsworth Bentley? You remember him? You remember Farnsworth? You remember that guy? Okay. How many of you remember when, this was years ago, he was running this marathon, right? Oh, y'all know where I'm finna go with this. Because see, when I say degenerate, I'm gonna back up what I'm saying. See, I'm finna make it hard for anybody with these capes on for this son of a bitch. I'm finna make it hard for you to deny it after the night. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Remember when he had the dude holding that damn piss bag? Yeah, he had a bag. So, and first of all, Farnsworth, you's a damn fool because I don't care what kind of money you offering. Ain't no man or nobody finna make me say, hey, hold this bag while I take a piss in it. The only way I could possibly get close to doing something like that, it would have to be for somebody that's bedridden and couldn't help themselves or a loved one or something. I would make an exception for something like that. But you remember this fool did that? Now, a degenerate, nobody that's not a degenerate don't believe in playing with piss no damn kind of way. And I got something coming up, not here tonight, but I'm going to have to get on Amara La Negra. I saw some stuff that disturbed me, some comments she made. You know, tell her, got to give it to her. And that's a damn shame. As beautiful as that sister is, she's got a degenerate mind and other things, but I'll get on that in a future broadcast. My point is this. If you're willing to do something like that, you know it's got to be some truth to some of these rumors. Let me go here, because see, y'all gonna feel me tonight. Oh, we finna cook over here with nothing but the damn truth. Let me ask the brothers in this chat room something. And ladies, you can answer the question if you would deal with a man like this, okay? First and foremost, no disrespect to the LGBTQ community. If that's your life, you do what you want. But I'm just stating facts here. This is no hate towards y'all, so don't mistake this for that. However, brothers in this chat room, those of you who are heterosexual, straight men, when we get ready to handle our business for us, do our business with number one, I'm not trying to have another man look at nothing going on downstairs. The missile and grenades, okay? No. Hey, man, when even if we're in stand-up stalls, you know we got a rule. Hey, bro, do your business. Don't talk to me. Hey, man, don't look over here, bro. I ain't got nothing for you, okay? So now, there must be some truth to them rumors, man, because what grown man would pull his Talladega out and piss in a bag while another man's holding it? Oh, yeah, I told you, boy, I'm finna hurt your feelings over here tonight. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm disappointed in a lot of caping that I'm seeing because, again, I get it. See, and let me go here with this, too, before I get into this. The reason why I'm saying that we must take the stance of when there's trash in our community, whether it's men or women, and have a zero tolerance for it, is because when you sit there and look the other way on that, that creates a cancer in the damn community, man. Some of these people have made idols of these men and women that are celebrities. I don't make an idol of no one. I respect a lot of people. I tell you over here, don't follow people don't follow me. Follow the information. Follow the truth. I'm just a man just like each and every one of you, and so are all of these celebrities. Just because somebody have money and somebody critiques them when they're wrong, it don't mean you hating on them. Diddy ain't the only one with some damn money. If you getting your money and it's legit and it's legal, you're not shitting on people, I don't have a bit of problem with it. I want to see all my people prosperous and succeed in life. I've done very well for myself as a foundational Black American freedom man in this country, and I want the same for each and every one of you. Okay? I do. But where I draw the line at is if you got to hurt our people to get your bag, oh, no, you're not a brother or sister to my community. No, you're not. You're not at all. Because, see, let me show you something. I'm going to play something real quick. And in fact, the business, shout out to this brother, because this brother right here, Brother Marcus, if you don't know him, the name is Marcus Smith. You know Marcus. I respect this comedian. I advise all of you to go and check out his content. But Brother Marcus did a show. He has a show called The Mainstream. And I took this clip from this show, and it's going to encapsulate exactly what we're going to be discussing over here tonight. See, I'm going to play this, and see, this is why I rock with this brother. But what he's about to say is going to make perfect sense. I'm going to play this real quick for y'all. And then we're going to continue threading these needles over here.
The thing about us is we ain't defending your fucked up behavior. We gonna hold you accountable for your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like we have. I feel like we actually have a conscience when it comes to shit like that, and we actually don't care about the fact that you black. Like nigga, no nigga, you fucked up. You fucking our community up with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga ain't been to our communities in 30 years.
30. It's people. Black people.
Say it again.
He said 30. He said 30.
Listen, man.
Right.
You don't have to be in the community to affect the community.
Right.
Shout out to that brother Marcus. Like I said, that's why I respect that brother, man. Good, solid dude. Very funny, very talented, very educated. If you have not subscribed to his channel and checked out that mainstream podcast he does, you're missing something, man. They combine intelligent humor with intellectual conversations, and you can see the brother has a moral compass. And I wish the best for that brother in his career, because that seems to be a brother that he will maintain his integrity no matter where he goes or what he does in Hollywood, okay? And man, I will always support that brother for that stance. But see, let me build on what he just said. The last part that he said, you don't have to be in the community to affect the community. You really don't. When you rock in the image of our skin, the honorable uniform of black skin, and you run around here doing all this degenerate stuff, that reflects back on everybody. See, if you make it to the position of a Diddy or anybody like that, you're supposed to try to carry yourself in a way where if little black boys and girls are looking at you and looking up to you, they can be proud to try to be what you are. You know that if they try to follow in your footsteps, it's not nothing they got to be ashamed of or hold their head down or can't stand before the Most High in any type of integrity and honesty. And no, none of us are perfect. I'm not saying that. Let me say this one more time. If he's innocent of those things, let justice be served. If he's guilty, let me tell you something. I want him to go exactly where the Harvey Weinsteins go. See this whole thing about, well, the white folks, yeah, look, if you doing what them folks do, you need to go where they go. That's how I feel about it in our community. You victimizing our people. I've told y'all, the respect that I have for all of my community, we've been through enough. Damn it, if the white supremacists are giving us hell every day, we don't need our own people doing it. So whether you a Tiffany Hingett or whatever, if you doing what them folks doing, I want your ass to go where they going. That's where I want you to go, okay? See, I'm finna play something else for you. Oh yeah, since we dealing with entertainment over here, I use entertainment to teach lessons, okay? I'm gonna show you something. A lot of people that's got the cape on for him, a lot of his little celebrity buddies, celebrity adjacent buddies, let me tell you what he worried about. I'm finna play something for you. Oh yeah, y'all, a lot of y'all probably remember this. If you're too young to remember this, you'll go find this movie. I'm gonna play something for you. This is what they're worried about, right?
Up, Mr. Brown.
Yes, I was a member, but I was forced into this way of life. Hey, look, I've been dealing drugs ever since I was 12 years old. See, I didn't have the chances that you have, Miss Hawkins. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Miss Hawkins. I mean, I wanted to get out, but they threatened to kill my mother.
Who are you talking about, Mr. Brown? What they?
They. Look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof.
Order.
If I'm going down,
Order in
I'm
the
taking a
court.
whole lot of
I
people
said
with me.
order in the court. Order in the court.
Yeah. For those of you too young to remember, that was a scene from the movie New Jack City. Nino Brown was the character that Wesley Snipes played, and you heard what he said. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me. So now, what's the correlation to Diddy? Let me tell you something, Diddy. Even though you're a low-down, dirty son of a bitch, and I'm going to prove it here tonight, that's the only honorable thing that you can do, because your time is coming. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care whether you believe in the Most High or not. Each and every one of us has to have an accounting before him for the things we've done. I know it seems like some people go on forever and get away with things. Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't. See, it seems that way because the Most High is patient. He gives all of us a chance to correct the error of our ways. Hence, these white supremacists dealing with what they're dealing with now. However, that patience does not last forever. There's going to come a time where you're like, okay, I've given you enough time. You've proven to me that you will not redeem yourself. Let me go ahead and put this punishment on you. That's how that works, okay? See, the most honorable thing that Diddley can do, because when it's coming, they gonna get him. They gonna get him. Now I'm gonna prove it too. When you go down, go ahead and tell on all the white folks. Cause see, I'm gonna show you something. For all the people, man, you just want to see a black man go down. Oh no. What I want you to do, Diddley, when they get you, go ahead and tell on the Clive Davis. Come on, you know who it is. You know who the white people are that you emulated. And I'm gonna get to that later here in the broadcast too. I told you, we finna have a hell of an education over here tonight. It's time now in Black America on a range of issues for us to draw lines in the sand. This issue, I love that it's happening. I'm going to tell you why. Not because the feds are coming to get him. Not because I want to see a black man lose his success. No, I love this time now because it's forcing everybody, not just the white supremacists. It's forcing Black America to choose which side we going to be on. Are you going to move with some type of honor and integrity? Or are you going to turn your head and watch the shit that degenerates do and try to put the cape on them for just because they have some damn money? Stop making idols of people. Huh? That's okay, though. That's okay. I'm not done yet. Because, see, family, and I'm talking mainly to a lot of the men that's got the cape on for them. I don't need to name no names. Y'all seen the spaces that a lot of them are in. If you claim to want the respect of the women in our community, the women must understand that they can trust you to produce justice. Now, what some men will say is, well, the women don't do this, the women don't do that. Let me tell you something. I'm a man. I don't judge what I do as far as righteousness and producing justice off of what a woman does. If you're going to be in your God-given role as a leader, as a man, you don't sit back and look at, well, the women ain't doing it. Damn it. I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman. I'm a man. And if I'm going to stand up and stand for something and be worthy of respect, the women have to see that. Even if they don't like it, they be like, you know what? Yeah, that brother stand on integrity. I may not like it. I don't route with it, but I respect that. And at the end of the day, that's what I'd rather be. Not liked. I'd rather be respected. Okay? So yeah, I'm not done. We're going to hurt some more feelings over here. Because see, we finna get into some things over here. Let me go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, we finna get started. Yeah, we finna look at a lot of things over here and thread these needles. Let's go here. Back to business. Let me take this banner down. Remember this statement that old Diddley Bop put out a few months ago? Let's read it, shall we? Yeah. Quote, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs, end quote. Okay. Cool. Sounds good, don't it? Mr. Combs, let me ask you a question. And I want the ladies and gentlemen to listen to the sound of my voice too. You tell me what you think of the question I'm about to ask. You seem to be pretty clear about you, as you said, fighting for your name, your family, and for the truth. Then, sir, I know that, and I've said this before, if anyone was to lie on me with such egregious allegations, damn it, first thing I'm going to do, full-throated denial. After that, I'm going to see your ass in court. We're taking this to trial. Oh, you accusing me of this? And I know I didn't do it. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Where was your countersuit against Cassie and the rest of them, Puffy? See, if you gonna fight, doesn't seem like you were doing much fighting. You paid them off. Know why you paid them off? Because like I said, and I've already explained that I don't believe everything Cassie was saying, because there's no way on God's green earth you're gonna be in Los Angeles and somebody call you to New York to get abused and you got your own money and you fly your stupid ass over there. So no, it ain't nobody no caping for no women. I just want to make that clear. But some of that stuff that she got on them thumb drives has got to be the truth, because see, I'm finna prove that. What she told them and what she turned over to the feds, the reason why, we gonna get into the reason why they raided that place with weapons like that. She told them a lot. You understand? See, let me say something to you brothers before we get further into this tonight. A lot of people, and unfortunately some people in some of the spaces that we dwell in, a lot of people tend to keep harping on about getting money, getting status, this, that, the third, and you let that make you think that because you're a wealthy person that gives you the right to mistreat your own people. It doesn't. A lot of you women that's always talking about get the bag, chase the bag, meaning get with a wealthy man, your stupid asses better start understanding that just because a man has money, that doesn't speak anything about his character. Now, if you the fool that's willing to sit up there and overlook that, hey, you'll be in a Cassie situation next. And some of the rest of them you talking about. Let me get on the brothers. We all look at how a lot of the women are enamored by and impressed by a lot of these guys that have wealth. I get that. Okay, I understand it. But a lot of you men, you fall into the same category because you want to be near the guy that look like he got all the women, he got all this money, all these people rubbing elbows with him. Instead, you're not saying, okay, well, if you do get close to him, what's the price? You better know what price you're willing to pay. Now, some of you might be okay with tooting your little ass in the air if that means that, okay, you get a little bag out of it or whatever. Some of you might be. If you that person, cool, go ahead. I'm not talking to you. Go live your best life. But if you a brother that's got some integrity about yourself, let me tell you something that my great-grandfather, grandfather, and my father and uncles told me. When it comes to doing business, don't you never go to no business deal hungry. I've been in plenty of deals that have gone right. Big money on the table, walked away well paid. I've gone into deals where it wasn't right, got up from the table, thank you kindly, no, and didn't look back. You know why? Because I wasn't hungry. And on top of that, I'm not just talking about being broke. I'm not just talking about being physically hungry. I'm talking about being hungry to the point that you'll sacrifice your manhood and your integrity. Mine is not for sale. You hear me? You can't buy me. I can't be bought. I can't be bought with money. I can't be bought with no bitches. I can't be bought with drugs because I don't do them. I can't be bought with alcohol because I'm not no damn alcoholic. You're not going to buy me, especially if you're trying to buy me to get me to sell out my people. You can go to hell. This the wrong brother to bring that to, not me. No. Every other man in here and woman in here, you have to judge for yourself if you that type of individual, but that's who I am, okay? That's who I am. But we're going to get further into a lot of this right here because, see, I don't like the fact that they beset upon his homes and his children was in handcuffs. But see, brothers, this goes back to being men. As a man, even when you get wealth, you keep thinking, a lot of people have this misconception about money that when you get a lot of money, that means you don't have to follow no types of rules. You got to follow man-made rules, but even if you want to ignore all of them, you better follow the rules of the Most High to the best of your ability. Again, nobody's perfect, but you better try to do right, because if you don't, that removes you from his protection, okay? When you start deliberately doing wrong, that removes you from the Most High's protection. You need to understand that, okay? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk that talk over here tonight. See, As a man, you have to always be cognizant that the decisions that you make affect more than just you. If you got a family and sons, you're supposed to move like you know that you care about their well-being. Yeah, it's his fault they in handcuffs. You damn right. Am I caping for the system? Hell no. It's degenerate. But at the same time, what do I always tell y'all about the difference between mistakes and bad decisions? Let's go over that briefly for those of you that have never heard me go into this, because it's something that I live by because there's truth in it. A mistake, unforeseen occurrence, something that could not be seen, could happen to anyone. Bad decisions are a series of thoughts that lead to a choice. Sean Diddy the Diddler Combs made a series of thoughts that led him to choices. And you thought Diddy, because you went on this longer time and them folks didn't turn you up, you thought you was in there. Similar to Clandis Owens and the rest of them, you thought you was in there. But see, I've spoken about this many other times. You need to understand that when them folks get you up there, whether they let you come around and you know, like, yeah, okay, you all right, or whether you just go ahead and toot your ass up in the air so you can get in there, okay? If that's the case, they keep what's called an uh-oh folder on you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you new here, you don't understand why I have the expertise to speak on this. I run an executive security firm. I have run it successfully for years. I have high-profile clientele, okay? I've seen some things and I know some things. I am related to retired professional athletes. Not gonna name no names because this channel isn't about trying to build off of my relatives' fame. Okay, never has been. It's an educational classroom. I have celebrity friends myself. You don't hear me bragging about that. Let me tell you something. When they invite you to the parties, you need to understand this as a young black person, because we got to educate the young. The old hard-headed ones, not talking to you. Don't give two shits about you. You don't have to listen to me. You'll find out. Life is a teacher. You'll learn the easy way or the hard way. To you young ones, though, especially with talent, when these vultures come around you in any profession, not just celebrity entertainment, the first thing they want to try to do is find out what your weakness is. So if you're an alcoholic, they're like, oh, that's it for him or her. Oh, you like these drugs? Whether it's weed, cocaine? Oh, okay. That's your weakness. Okay. Oh, hey, your weakness is these bitches? Cool. We got something for you that's done been ran through by everybody. She gonna do exactly what we tell her to do and set your stupid ass up when the time comes. Oh, your weakness is these zaddies? Oh, cool. We got them for you too, sister. Oh, don't think you, hey, we clocking. Okay. So the more that you do around them people thinking you in there, oh, I made it. I'm up here with them. I can do what the white folks do. I'm making more money than the average black person. Them white folks are looking at you like, keep doing that. You think when I invited you to this party to do this cocaine, it was just between us? Oh, no. You think when you had your little freak on going in there doing what you were doing that it wasn't being recorded? Oh, no. See, when Massa pull you to the side, when you get a little uppity, a lot of them have learned this lesson because, see, let me tell y'all something about some of these celebrities. It's not all of them, but it's a lot. Some of them, some of y'all, man, that have never been around these people, you be thinking that, oh, I want their life. I want to be just like them. No, you don't. No, you don't, because some of them have literally sold their souls to be who they are. They can't hold their head up high. They got everything. They look like that because a lot of them be renting shit. A lot of them ain't holding like that. But even the ones that are, they paid a terrible price to be where they at. So this is why you see a lot of them sometimes when they spaz out and have these episodes, you be like, damn, what's wrong with them, man? They got a great life. They living, man. They cool. They doing everything that I would love to have a chance to do. You know why they're not happy? Because they know how they had to get it. And they're not really free because somebody's hanging the sword of Damocles over their head like, motherfucker, you get out of line, I'm going to pull your uh-oh folder out. You want your family to see these pictures? You want your family to know about this you did to get in here to get this? Okay then, nigga, shut up and play ball. That's the life some of them living, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm finna hurt feelings over here. You ain't seen nothing yet, okay? So that's how they're living. Stop thinking that you want their life. No, you don't. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but a lot of them, man, the silly stuff that they do. And look, let me go ahead and thread this needle for you, too. A lot of them that you see with them severe drug habits, you think about it if you the type of person where you took the deal and you took your ass up in there, whether you're male or female, got you doing all kinds of degenerate things. And they keep their word. They give you what they say they're going to give you. but you had to do something that compromised not only your manhood or womanhood, but it compromised your integrity. And in some cases, it compromises your humanity. Now, when you in other people's presence, just to live with yourself, you got to be drunk all the time. Just to live with yourself, you got to get this nose candy in it because it's the only way you can stay sane and live with what you did. Yeah. See, ain't nobody really talking to y'all like that. I'm going to talk to you because I love my people. And look, again, let me say this. For people coming in to disagree, let them rock. Miles, let them rock as long as they're respectful to you and everybody else. Salute to Cyberdyne 100 for the cash out. See, we're going to make some people think over here because it might be some of you to disagree. That's fine. Y'all can disagree. I'm going to make a hell of a case for it, though. I'm going to make a hell of a case for it. So we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. We're going to review the footage that everybody's seen by now, and we're going to break some things down.
Breaking news right now, we're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up the street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did.
Let me pause this right here and go ahead and expound on this point, okay? I'm going to say it again. Brothers, when you rise to a position of success, you must be responsible enough to understand that your choices and decisions, who you hang with, where you go, what you do, some cases, if you say the wrong thing in the wrong environment, that could put your loved ones, your family at risk. Yes, this is his fault. Because see, whatever Cassie turned over on them damn thumb drives, she must have said, hey, he's got armed people here, there, XYZ at these particular properties. Huh? Yeah. Do I like seeing that, especially to young black children? No, I don't. Because his children are innocent, as far as we know. I don't like to see that, but I'm placing the blame black on the father because, Puffy, you put your kids in that position with your stupid decisions that you made. You did it. Do they do it to them folks? Of course not. Because them folks are in the system of white supremacy. They're not going to run down on their own like that. But see, if I know that I'm in the system of white supremacy and I've got sense enough to understand that me just having money doesn't put me up there with them, then I'm going to move like I know that. That doesn't mean you co-sign injustice, but damn it, act like you got some sense. As black men, we know it's targets on our back. But I'm not going to help you put one on my back. No. Oh, boy, see, it's a lot of people nervous. See, the ones that's caping the hardest, I'm going to tell you right now, they were either involved with some of the shit he got going on. They're like, oh, shit, if they get him, he going to tell because I'm going to prove that he's a coward here later on tonight. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, you just wait. I'm going to prove that he's a coward. But see, I just want to take the chance, take the time to break that down to show you, take a good look at this. Brothers, don't put your family in this type of situation if you can help it. If they're going to come, let it be because they're committing injustice towards you. Don't help them do it. Okay? And see, let me explain something to you about the feds, man. Once they start on you, they don't stop. You understand? Once they start, they don't stop. A lot of people have this misconception like if somebody runs to the feds and they got something on you, they immediately get on you right away. No, that's not how they work. They'll sit back and watch you for months, sometimes up to a year or better, before they make a move. You know why? And the thread of needle for you, I want you to pay attention, especially young black folks. The feds have an over 97% conviction rate. You know why? Because when they come to ask you questions, they're not asking you because they don't know anything. They're asking you because they already know. They just want to see if you're going to lie or not. Yeah, that's why that conviction rate is so high. That's why, look, if you go to court and you beat a Fed case, man, let me tell you something. You either completely innocent and you got some of the best lawyers, or God was just on your side, because very few people will go to trial and win if you got a Fed case on you, because they already know. They already know, okay? So I just want to make that clear. I'm going to let the rest of this play because we ain't done yet.
A couple of people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this.
I want you to take a good look at this footage of him pacing back and forth, because this is when he was at the airport, and no, he didn't leave the country. That was rumors. The media is doing what they do with a bunch of lies. We're going to deal with the truth over here. This man is nervous. He has been ever since Cassie came out with them allegations. And again, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to pause it right quick. I want y'all to see him pacing around. See, I honestly do believe that he pissed off the wrong white folks. When he filed that lawsuit on them folks, I honestly do believe that that's part of it. And they were like, okay, nigga, you think we wasn't going to pull your photo? You think that, see, let me tell you something. A lot of you black celebrities don't understand it. Just because you a big name to us, to them folks that actually run this system, you ain't shit. Even if you get the exact dollar amount that they have in their bank account, they're like, motherfucker, that money don't mean nothing versus this $1 trillion worth of whiteness that I got, because I run the system and I make the laws. So the minute that you do something I don't like, yeah, I'm going to pull your old folder. Let me smack you in the face with this and remind you who I am, boy. That's how they look at it. Huh? So, yeah, I believe he pissed off the wrong people when he sued, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you think we don't know what you got going on? Okay, cool. Let me show you something, boy. Let me show you how this white supremacy works. Again, it's because of decisions that he made. See, think back to when Carl Thomas, they interviewed him, and they was like, hey, you know how you like it? This was years ago. Look this up, and you can find this online. They was asking him how it is to work with Bad Boy. You know, he had just came out with his album, you know, doing big numbers, okay? Carl was like, hey, man, look, all that partying and all that stuff, I don't do that. I just do my job and I go home. Smart man. Have you heard about Carl Thomas getting caught up in anything the feds raiding his home? No, you haven't. Because, see, we finna stop that bullshit about, oh, man, they just coming out because you're a black man. Listen, man. Yes, they will do it, but they ain't running up on everybody that's associated with him like that for the same thing. No, because if you're not doing some of that shit, they ain't really got no reason to come after you unless they just gonna target you. They will do it, yes. But what I'm saying is there's been other people that they ain't coming after like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you, because Diddy is going to sing. This coward ain't built, you know what I'm saying, to do no long time. Oh, yeah, he gonna tell. That's why a lot of them folks are nervous, man. Y'all just want to see him take him down. Like, nah, nigga, what was you doing with him that you were scared that's gonna come out when he started telling? Because he gonna tell. Oh, he gonna tell. You better believe he gonna tell. Don't worry, I'm gonna prove that later here tonight. Just watch. But see, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times when these jokers like him get in them positions, they keep thinking that they're invincible. They think they're above black folks until they get the nerve to try to challenge them people. You seen it with Candace Owens. You seen it with Tiffany Cross. Now you seeing it with Diddy. I can keep naming name after name. You think, okay, oh, because they tolerated you, keyword tolerated, you think you on the same level as them. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want y'all to take a look at him pacing around back and forth like this. Yeah, because you know that them walls are closing in. And it's sad to see a black man fall like this by way of his own hand. Like I said, if they're going to come and they come for all of us, don't help them get you. Don't do that. Don't. Let it be where you have a chance to clear your name because you in the right. Not because you sat up there and you gave them the ammunition they need to get you. Because, see, I want you to look at this picture right here. Go into a brief bit of history. For those of you that don't know, Donald Trump was once a Democrat, okay, years ago, before he won the presidency and ran under the Republican banner. Now, this is a picture of a young Sean John, okay, Sean Combs, here with Donald Trump. Now, why do I have this picture on the screen? Let me go ahead and say something. I'm neither Republican or Democrat. I'm neither liberal or conservative. My allegiance and my loyalty is to Black America, okay? Reason I have this picture on the screen is because I want you to take a good look. I'm using Puffy as a metaphor here. There are a lot of Black people that think once they get in proximity to a wealthy white person like this, I've made it. I'm above the rest of you niggas. I shook hands with this wealthy white man. What you gonna tell me? See, let's be clear on something. Let's just say, hypothetically, I can't prove it, but hypothetically, when Puffy was kicking around Clive Davis and all of them, oh, you just all in his face. Let's just say you know he had to toot that ass up in the air to get where he was going. And for him to do the things that they're alleging that he's done, if he did all of it, don't you know somebody had to open the door for him to do that? Huh? Think about it. When they recruit a pet, okay, a pet Negro or Negress, you coming into this game, you don't know nothing about that. Yeah, you got your little money now. Okay, cool. But you don't know how to go and do all these things that them white folks doing. They got to open them doors for you. So this is why I'm saying, Diddy, the most honorable thing you can do is go ahead and tell it. Now, once they get you, because they will, I understand the risk it's going to put you at. Because, see, yes, we see the media trying to compare him to Epstein and all of that. You know what they going to do. But I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, they going to come after you because, see, some of them wealthy names that I'm talking about, think about it. You get telling on the Clive Davis XYZ, oh, you know what time it is. They did it to Epstein, they'll do it to you too. All I'm saying is that if you're going to go out, hey, tell the truth. Go ahead and free some of my people. We need to know who the rest of these predators are that put you into where you at and backed you up until you pissed them off. Because that's exactly what happened, family. So you thought he was going to get away with that forever. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. But see, we'll go further here. I got something to show y'all. Oh, yeah. Because see, a lot of people, they're not going to show you what I'm about to show you over here. I'm going to let you hear something with your own ears. It's not going to be edited. And I'm going to make the case hard for people that like, man, you just want to go see a black man go down. No, I don't. I don't. Like I said, I don't have to help them get you, but I don't have to save you. What I am going to do is educate my people, though. I'm going to do that. Sound correct? Let me remind y'all of something. Oh, yeah. I want you to take a good look at the screen here. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let this play for a bit before I give my commentary. But, yeah, I want you to take a look at the screen because, see, you know, you got a lot of people. Oh, man, them folk were just hating, man. They think they supposed to get what he got to get, man. Oh, man, yeah, because he well, they just hating. Oh, okay. How many of y'all remember this? Huh? Remember when the Locks had their issues? Oh, yeah, we finna go right back. Oh, yes, we finna go right back to 2005 on the Angie Martinez show. Oh, yeah. Oh, family. I done told y'all, when I make a case for something, I'm going to let it stand. So never mind all the allegations about the sex trafficking and all those stuff Cassie is saying. Okay, cool. Let's put that to the side because that needs to be proven. What we do know is this isn't fake. Oh, yes, you going to hear this. And in case a lot of you never heard this for the first time, oh, just hold on to your horses. See, put the sex stuff to the side for a minute. We want to put that to the side. How you treat people, man, that work for you, huh? Because, see, I'm making it known why I'm not going to put the cape on for this son of a bitch here. Nah, any black person, male or female, when you get in position to put our people on and you shit on folks and take advantage of them like them folks do, I'm going to look at you with the same disgust as I look at them folks. I'm going to play this, family, and I want y'all to listen and take notes of this in case you hadn't heard this before.
Hello? Hello.
Hey.
Oh, that's me. I'm better now. All right, it's countdown time. We're going to hook you up. Actor number 1. I have some tickets to hang out with us up in the Bronx. We're going to be at the Bronx at the Paradise Theater November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving, broadcasting live. Me, Flex, Dipset, Monse, the works, bells and whistles, everything. D-Block is here today, if you're just tuning in. You didn't really give an announcement. You didn't really tell people what it was, and we've been getting wind of it from other places, but you didn't officially give me what the word is. Do you want to do that? Tell me what exactly.
Go ahead, SP.
Come on, SP. Give me exactly what the word is, man.
It's only half a word now. See, because we went and had half of the business done. The word was, we ain't trying to work till we fix, we get what we do. That was the word. And that's on.
Go ahead.
And from when we was here, we got half of it fixed from just being here. The phone started ringing, you know, we got on the plane, we went and sat down and met. And, you know,
what got you to that point in the first place?
Slavery, Inch. I don't know what better way to put it to you. Like, it's like if you was coming to this job every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you putting in your hours, you know, you did what you did to make yourself the voice in New York. And I'm in the cut somewhere taking half of your money for what you do, like.
That's the label? Taking half of your money?
No, that's not the label. That's
publishing. That's Puffy.
That's publishing. You know what I mean? So it gets tiring after a while. Like if Kiss makes a hit, the Locks make a hit.
How does this work? So
Styles make a hit.
When you got signed to Bad Boy in the first place, you sold your publishing to Puff, right?
Now, this is what happens when you young and black and coming off the street and coming from high school or wherever you coming from. You don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And these lawyers, you got to charge some of it to the lawyers, too.
Definitely.
You know
letting you get in that situation.
You got to charge yourself, first and foremost, for putting your John Hancock on the paper. But then, like, after a few years and after 10 years and 12 years and you become of age and have kids and have a life ahead of you, nobody never took nothing from me. Like, it's hard for me to look at Diddy. It's hard to go, like, to be phony about it and pull him out on stage at the Hova concert and do the Benjamins, and it's hard. Like, it's not.
Have you talked to him about
millions of dollars? This is my life. It's worth dying. It's worth killing over. Like, serious.
That's what people don't understand.
Don't say, Jada, you bugging. Or it's worth really killing. Like, sit down, think about it, pull it all on the table. It's really worth doing it over. Like, some things ain't worth it. That's one of the things that's worth it. So, me personally, I can't sleep sometimes. Like, I lose sleep. Like, I be ready to just black out. Like,
how long have you been? Have you?
Now let me pause it right here because see, let me tell y'all something, man. And I want my street brothers to listen to what I'm saying. You have to be a particularly despicable individual to get up there and see how them folks treat our people. And then you say, oh, I'm going to be the black version of that to my own people. Everybody remember the Lost. Arguably one of the best hip hop groups of all times. Represent New York to the fullest. In fact, when you think New York, a lot of people say Wu-Tang Clan. I'm going to tell you right now, you got to put the Locks right in there. D-Block, Locks, whatever you want to call them. Legendary. What makes me angry is true to what Jadakiss said. Yes, if you sign your name on something, you're responsible for that. This is the part that kills. They go and find these young brothers and sisters that know they don't have no business savvy. They'll wave some money in front of their faces, more money they ever seen. They want to change their circumstances. So you got to be a degenerate predator to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to have you sign a shitty deal, and then I'm going to steal from you on top of that. Then I ain't going to never treat you right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure I get you out your publishing and everything. That's the devil right there. You understand? Everybody ain't lying because everybody got the same story. Everybody got the same story. The little dudes from the band. And see, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what Diddley better hope don't happen. Cause see, whoever put that battery in Cassie back, they didn't really do it right. Family, can I go somewhere for a minute before we let this play? Can I go somewhere? Cause see, I'm gonna show you how I think. If he was my enemy and I was at it, can I go somewhere for a minute? Cause you know where I go. A lot of times you be like, man, some folks be like, man, that's too far. I guess bridge too far. Can I go somewhere for a minute, family? Do y'all mind if I go somewhere for a minute? Because see, family, let me tell you something. So that people understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna put myself in the position of Zaddy. Okay, let's just say I'm the Zaddy that's with Cassie, or one of the others that he pissed off somewhere that's pulling his folder. Let me tell you what I would do. If I'm Zaddy, I can't stand seeing niggas with wealth, and I know I got this old folder on you. What I'm gonna say is gonna sound harsh. I know that America don't give a fuck about what happened to black folks being cheated out of nothing, sexually abused or anything. I know they don't care about that. Oh, Diddy, if it was me and I was at it and I wanted to go after you, I wouldn't even go and try to get no other black people to speak. Because I know how America don't care about us. I would go and find that white girl group that you had years ago called Dream. Did I go there? Yes, I did. I would go get them. And I would put them in full Karen mode, talking about how dirty you did them. Even if someone was like, I would go get them because America would be quick to believe the white folks over any black person. That's what I would do if I was at it. Yeah, I'm going there. Yeah. That's how dirty. See, I'm surprised it hadn't happened yet. Expect them to come out, though. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because if I'm thinking about you think man, come on, man. And for those that don't remember Dream, that was the all white girl R&B group that he had. They went out but for a hot second. They had this song called He Loves Me Not or something like this. Back in the 90s, okay? So if you don't know who they are, that's okay. But that's who I would go get. Yeah, Diddy. Better be glad you ain't dealing with me, bro. Because I don't have to help them get you, but I don't have to save you either. But see, I want you to listen to the pain in these brothers' voices when they were speaking back then. Because see, man, I love my street brothers. Let me tell you something, man. The reason why I'm respected and can go anywhere, I'm the brother that if I'm around other street dudes, because I can't act like I'm not myself, because I can go these certain places because I have that background. Let me tell you something. I'm always the guy that's trying to put them up on game. Hey, brother or sister, before you move this way, let me put you up on this game. Woo, the woo, the woo. Oh, that's how much you know? Okay, that's not how that works. Here, read this. Here, let me show you this. If you do this way, they gonna shit on you. Make sure when you doing business, make sure you understand everything. If you don't understand something, like, hey, let me take this contract, go take this to an attorney, look it over, make sure I understand what I'm about to sign. That's the kind of guy I am. Any young person that I've ever taken on my wing, you ain't gonna never hear no stories about me shitting on nobody, doing nothing. I don't believe in that. What I like to do, because I know our youth are the future, I like to build them up, make sure they got everything they need, teach them how to think. When you out here moving against these treacherous damn serpents, some of them that look like us, unfortunately, I like to teach them how to fortify themselves against that, okay? Give them the proper mindset, give them the proper literature to read so that they learn certain things to protect themselves. That's the type of individual I like to be, because that's what people did for me, okay? See, that whole cliche saying, paying it forward, that's what you're supposed to do, man. If other black folks put you up on game and treat you right, man, pass that down so that we can keep building, man. But see, Diddy didn't do this, so I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let these brothers talk for a minute before I even come back with any commentary, because I told you, I'm going to make it hard for people to argue with me tonight.
Have the conversations with Puff about trying to buy it back?
He's so much of a gangster with the paperwork. He'll tell you one thing, and then he'll tell his lawyer or people that represents him something else.
And then it never happens. And this is amazing. I mean,
and you've been trying to do this for years?
For years, Ange. We on our, we've been quiet and all that. We on our 7th or 8th lawyer for this.
No security guard can stop.
How much money are we talking? How much money are we talking?
Off a skyscraper.
We
stainless steel, the double door joints.
We talking
no security.
I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, estimated you couldn't.
A couple mil.
A couple million?
I would say a couple mil.
I can't even say. I'm not even sure.
We paid a couple mil to get out. Pay almost $3 million to get out.
To get off Bad Boy.
Yeah, we had no $1 million budget. We did one album there, Inch. We did one album. We did Money, Power, Respect there.
This ain't for albums. This is for life.
This is for life, too.
This is why it's worth killing. It ain't like
when this contract's up.
So if this is for the rest of your life, if you make a song, you have the way it stands. He gets money no matter what.
If we make a Give It To Me or in the club, he's gonna make more off that than we are.
And people don't understand.
That's worth throwing it all out the window.
That's worth saying, wake up saying, yo, I'm tired of this, man. I'm literally tired of this. Like, people, yo, it's a hit, and people, people been calling us since, like, you guys can't do this, and, it looks like a gimmick, and it looks like a game, and this is our life. Like, this ain't no joke. Like, from when we came in the door,
it's worth killing. It's worth throwing it out the window.
When we came in the door, we ain't no greedy dudes.
Mm-hmm.
If you know us, Ange, anybody who knows us, we hard workers, we chilling, we humble, we the streets like. But we ain't trying to go rob nobody for nothing or say, yo, hit us with something. But yo, dog, we made one album with you. Years ago, we came in the game. We paid $3 million to get off. Close to $3 million.
I gotta pay him $300,000.
You made, Lord knows what you made off the Benjamins.
Every time I put out a solo album, he gotta get an advance of $300,000.
What kind of?
That's crazy. That's what the people don't see. Like, and to me, it's like, yo, come on, dog. You on MTV, VH1, $1 million parties, Sean John, Justin's, this and that. We did one album with you, dog. You Benjamins, Lord, No Way Out from the Benjamins sold something crazy. You made something crazy. You made your money back off of that. And when we came in the door, our advance was between the three of us was like 100 G's. And you charged us $3 million to let go. And you had a...
Let me pause this right here, family, because see, boy, this pisses me off, man, to hear the pain in these brothers' voices. I'm glad they're all doing well today. But see, let me explain to you the flaw about what Diddy did, because whether you say it was illegal or not, somebody in the chat room said it is definitely immoral. Let me tell you why it's also stupid to do your own people this way, okay? Because never mind what them folks do. We expect the white supremacists to do that. We should treat each other better than that is my point. Let me tell you why it's dumb to do that. Because see, anything that I do that I'm eating good, if I got somebody under my wing, I want to make sure they come up and eat good too. You know why? Because in a system of white supremacy, who's going to defend us other than us? Let me say it again. Who's going to defend us other than us? White folks not going to do it. Hispanics not going to do it. East Indians, Arabs, Asians not going to do it. So a smart man that's a builder would say, hey, you know what? I ain't even trying to shit on y'all like that. And let's just say if I'm bringing you in, okay, under a record label, I don't even want to get your publishing like that. In fact, I would be, if I just got to do something like that, I ain't got the money right to do everything. Okay, I would cut the deal like, okay, I'll hold half of it for this amount of time. And after we meet this specific mark right here as far as money, I'll give you the other half of your publishing back. And keep my word, okay? And it wouldn't be no long, drawn-out period of time either. You know what I'm saying? But just to take their publishing, man, just sit on it, and then you're going to give some people publishing back when it ain't worth nothing no more. You ain't shit for that, man, you dirty son of a bitch, you. But see, let me tell y'all something. The reason why it's stupid is, if you the only wealthy person, you don't have a group of wealthy black people around you, where your defense gonna come from? A lot of people done had to learn that the hard way, man. You see what I'm saying? See, when you are blessed to get in a position of abundance, help other black folks build, man. Help them build, give them game. Don't prey on your own people, man. Don't do that. Like I said, we done been through enough with them folks, man. I can't excuse nobody that see what them folks do and then you want to emulate that behavior. I want y'all to listen to what these brothers are saying, because see, a lot of people done forgot about this conversation. I don't forget nothing. Let's get back to it.
Publishing for half of 10 years now. And we've been trying to, we've been quiet. You know, people be like, y'all wild, or y'all
so behind the scenes, you've been dealing with this for a long time?
We're on our 7th lawyer.
Is that Puffy on 11? Puffy's on 11. You want to talk to him?
Hell yeah.
Okay, should I go now straight live, or can I get to, let's just go live.
Let's go.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
I mean,
Hey, yo, check this out, man. The last time y'all did this, man, y'all did the whole campaign, let the locks go and all that. Y'all ain't want to be down with Bad Boy, so we let y'all go. Y'all want to be down with us, we let y'all go, we keep it moving. But to get on there and portray like somebody got to go and steal and rob and be shysting y'all, that ain't really correct, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm at my office right now. I'm always accessible. Y'all ain't got to get on the radio and do certain tactics and do certain things to ever holler at me. Dedicates, last time I saw you, I told you, let's get together, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm accessible. I said if anything don't come, if there's somebody standing in the way for you expressing yourself, or any of y'all expressing yourself, y'all can come get at me directly. You know what I'm saying? All that throwing the refrigerator and you gonna kill, y'all ain't killing nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? We businessmen. We all mature adults here. All that right there, I'm at my office. Y'all can sit on this interview with her and talk as long as y'all want to talk about it. Or you can take the invitation I gave you before. But it's not even getting there because of your get on the radio, whatever tactics. I ain't your enemy.
Dog,
I ain't your enemy. You need to bang like that on cats that's coming at you. I ain't your enemy.
Just yesterday we got a note from your office
about killing
saying you don't have no idea of none of this or none of nothing.
Just yesterday, your lawyer told us that.
I see you at the show backstage. You said find out what it was.
But don't sit here and portray like Puff took nothing from y'all.
What is it? What is it? What do you call it?
If it's 10 years,
what do you call it? And don't say we can come in your office or do none of that, because we can't do none of that. We can't handle it no other way but with lawyers, and you know that, so don't get on the radio and act like a tough guy or none of that.
Wait, you know how we can settle
You
it?
acting
I'm
tough.
in my office, so why don't we stop talking on the radio?
Now, you want people to stop talking because you just don't want to know the truth, dog. We made one record with you, Money, Our Respect. It's 10 years later, and you still got half of our publishing. Now, there's no way you can make it justifiable that you said you deserve half of our publishing.
You to my face. We just at the concert. You ain't saying nothing.
What are we gonna do? Shave it to your face? Get sued? What do you want us to do? We can't touch. We can't be violent or none of that. We can't even have saying all this, dog.
Let me pause it right here because see, let me say something, right? And let me give this admonition to the street brothers that may be listening. This is what I tell the brothers that I know that are street cats. When you're dealing with people that's not out on the streets, because Puffy ain't no street dude, put on an image by hanging around other people to make you think that's what he is, but he's not, trust me. When you're dealing with cats like that, they don't come from what you come from. They don't understand that, okay, when you speak your word as a man or a woman, that's what you're supposed to stand by. These are predators. They are far removed from the struggles of everyday black folks. And like I said, if they have been the type to get what they got, they tooted their little asses up in the air for them white folks. Literally. If that's what they did, hey, how can you expect someone that don't respect themselves and they'll sell their integrity, how can you expect them to give a damn about yours? See, them brothers, I get it. They was in a situation as young men. They're like, hey, man, this is our chance to get out of here, man, and make some money and help our people. But you can't move like that. And here's the blessing of technology today. Today, young people that have a talent, whether it's in hip hop or whatever, you don't have to go through these gatekeepers no more. You can control everything. You ain't got to give your publishing up to nobody. Let me tell y'all something, man. No matter how many jokes people make about this name that I'm about to call, let me tell you, a guy that's eating now a lot more than some of these goofy rappers, especially under that era, that had to sign under a snake like Diddy. You may not like him, but let me tell you, he's sitting on big cake. I know the dude personally. The rapper Lil B. Oh, I know what you're saying. You like, man, you tripping, man. Lil B. Hey, say what you want. He doing tours right now. Getting his bag. He ain't going through no middleman. He ain't signed no 360 deal with nobody. The last situation and see, this is what I like about that young brother's example. He wrote a book, Factor Business. I think it's worth reading. Wrote that book when he was 19 years old. Lil B, last fucked up situation was when he was in the pack and they was trying to shit on them. After they went their separate ways and he got out of that, he ain't signed no more deals with them folks like that. Smart man. Trust me, that dude, you say what you want. Yeah, I know for a fact that dude is getting his money now. He be touring overseas, and they love the hell out the man when he show up, okay? Brandon is a good dude, too, man. Good dude. He do some questionable things sometimes, but hey, good brother, man. Good brother, okay? So the point that I'm making is today young people are blessed to be in a position where they ain't never got to be at the mercy of a damn Diddy unless you stupid enough to go sign a 360 deal like your Glorilla, Suki and Sexy Reds. They ain't got since the guy gave a box to Ross. And look, let me say something. As critical as I am of them, I don't want to see them get shitted on either. I don't. I can't stand what they're doing to get their bag, but do I want them shitted on and to be taken advantage of business-wise? No. If you got a talent, you're supposed to get paid what you're supposed to get paid. And see, to go to show you what a coward Puff is and what a snake he was with these brothers right here, because see, you can't argue with this. This is their words. I ain't edited none of this. If he was a man, a stand-up brother, he would have said, hey, man, okay, cool. Y'all on the radio talking about this, what I need to do to make it right. Fact of business, tell me what you need. We'll get started on it right now. Fact of business, I'll come down there, man. We're going to get it right. Get y'all publishing. Let's make it right, okay? Did he do that? Nah, let me tell you something, right? And see, I'm finna prove what I'm saying here about him being around them folks and emulating their behavior. You notice one of the tactics of white supremacy that they pull with black folks? See, what do they always tell us? Stop being a victim. Now, he didn't use the word victim, but notice they try to make it seem like something they've done to you is your fault. Listen to how he was talking to them. Huh? Where you think he got that mindset from? Oh, yeah, I told you. I'm going to make them hate this one tonight. Let's let it continue.
2 years ago, levels in Miami. Let's real recognize real. Y'all know where the office is at. There's a big sign on it. I'm gonna be here.
The whole National Guard's downstairs, too. Cut it out, man.
I ain't gonna get caught up in this. I'm a grown-ass man, man.
You're a coward.
And I don't take nothing.
You're a thief, Bob.
Coward.
Don't say you're a thief.
Okay.
You're a
Come
thief.
to the office, man. Come to the office so we can straighten it out there,
Yo,
man.
how we just three guys you don't even mess with. You had your Ace Boom publishing.
You call me whatever
you won't let his publishing
I'm
go.
at the office.
You won't let your man's publishing go.
We're gonna argue in front of New York. That's the way you want
to. Do you own your man's publishing, dog?
Nothing to y'all, man.
Do you own your man's publishing?
New York could believe it or whatever. I don't
Do
really
you
care,
own your man's publishing?
I can sleep good at night because I ain't never did that to y'all. And if y'all ever want to,
dog, you had a whole bunch of artists that
don't like us, Puffy.
That's it.
Dog, you had a bunch of artists whose careers never went right with you, dog. Be for real, dog.
See, now think about this, right? You heard this weasel, because see, this is how degenerate thinks. I'm talking about the Diddler, okay? A degenerate in their minds, hey, they think that they ain't did nothing wrong at all. Okay, cool, if that's what you think. People that's satisfied with you and you doing it right, they don't sound like these brothers were sounding back then on this phone call. They don't sound like that. I have never done business with somebody and did square business with them and had them come at me like that. And see, here's the thing. This is something I'm extra meticulous about when I'm doing business with other black folks, because I try to go out my way to treat other black people right, okay? I always make sure that you have a clear understanding of whatever type of business you're going to do, okay? And if there seems to be any questions about anything, get them questions answered right then and there. And if things progress along after y'all agree on things, be accessible to people to talk to you so that if something come up, it can get taken care of very quickly so don't nobody have to feel like, damn, man, I'm getting shitted on, or I don't like this, that, the third, okay? It's the right way to do things, man. When you do the right thing, you don't have them types of issues and problems. Think about it. Everybody lying on this man about what he's done. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to give you some homework to do. Because, see, I didn't put it in this broadcast. I should have. But I want y'all to look it up for yourself. Go and look up what Valletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, was saying about Puff and how Big really felt about Puff. For those of you that don't know, Biggie was trying to leave Bad Boy. He had a $62 million deal on the table with another record label. And then all of a sudden, he mysteriously got killed, huh? Go listen to what Valletta Wallace is saying about how our son was treated. And no, Biggie's not an FBA brother, but he's a black man. One of the greatest rappers of our time, man. Let me tell you something. I hated to see him and Pop lose their lives that way and get caught up in a lot of that shit, man, that was going on. I hated that. We lost two of the best that ever done it, man. We did. We did. But you go look up what Valletta Wallace was saying her son was telling her about Diddy. That woman not lying, man. Yeah, see, I told you, we ain't gonna deal with all that sexual allegation stuff. Is everybody lying about how he treated his people, though? Let's get back to it.
Look at the list.
You, but
look at your list.
We don't want to be violent.
You the artist that did best for yourself. Look at your list, dog. Look at all the artists you dealt with. Look at the situation they dealt with. 112 not happy with you gone. Faith not happy with you gone. We not happy with you gone. Bass not happy with you gone.
Wow. All right, he's hung up. He's gone. He's finished.
Shine jail. He says that, but what do you mean you ain't a thief or robbing? Dog, it's 10 years. We made one album with you. You got half of our publishing. Don't try to make it. Don't try to get on this phone with you a tough guy, because all you do is direct us to the lawyers. And you said that we had a face-to-face with this man in Miami, Levels, 2 summers ago. You know what he said? Yo.
Let me pause and also point this out because I want to make this point clear here tonight. See, when you think the term street dude, right? You think about a brother or a sister that if you run up on, you finna have some problems. In everyday Black America, some of the toughest people you ever meet, some of the most kind-hearted people you ever meet. Because when you say street dude, I'm not talking about somebody that's doing dirt or harm to the community. I'm just talking about a brother or sister that, hey, the way you making your money, you out there on your own doing your own thing, okay? Let me tell you something, though. Street brothers and sisters are vulnerable in the business world because it's something they don't understand. What do I always tell y'all about the 3 components of power? Information, respect, and money. Of those 3, information is the most valuable. Why? Because you have to have information to do all things. You have to have information to gain the other 2 components of power, which are respect and money. Okay? Now, when you gain information, accurate information, it's up to you to apply it. You can't apply what you don't have access to and don't know. So coming from where the loss was coming from as young men, they didn't have access to the right information about how to do business deals. They was hungry. What did I say at the beginning of the broadcast? You don't ever walk into no business deal hungry. How I wish some of the OGs in the game would have pulled them to the side and say, yeah, that's Puff and all of that. See, look, this is what I would like to see in Black America. Back at that time period or even now. Because a lot of these young people are smart enough to never have to go through that. They've learned from these things. But let's take it back to that time period before we had all this technology and ways where you could publish your own albums, okay? I wish some of the OGs that have been through that got their papers and said, hey, man, come on over here. Let me talk to you. Check this out. I understand this opportunity you got, but I see y'all don't have the money, so I got lawyers. Bring your contract over here. Let my attorneys take a look at it and tell you if this is a bad deal or not. See, that's the way I want us to treat each other, man. That's a responsibility you have if you're an OG at anything. You're supposed to school the young ones, man. Don't let them go out bad like that. You remember what it was like to be a young person hungry before you got your money right? I don't never let no young person walk headlong into something without trying to warn them. Now, if they go ahead after I tell them, that's cool. But at the end of the day, my conscience will be clear because I try to tell you, brother or sister, this ain't cool. If you do this, it's going to have this outcome. Let me show you. Oh, head, I got it. All right, cool. I tried to warn you. That's the type of brother I am, all right? So when you hear this conversation here, man, you see how vulnerable they are for lack of proper and accurate information, man. I always remember that. And see, here's that. Let's deal with that second component of power I always talk about, respect. Respect is a currency that supersedes you far beyond where you dwell at. Respect, when you carry yourself as a respectable person, that travels far beyond so many borders. It opens so many doors before you even get a chance to get to those doors. Respect brings the right things to you without you having to ask. How do I know? I am a very well-respected man in my community, not off of only what I've done, but what my family has done. So I have that currency of respect. I know what that is to speak on that, okay? I wouldn't tell you nothing that I don't live. When it comes to the money, this is what shock people out of the 3 components of power: information, respect, and money. It always shock people when I say money is the least most powerful. You say, well, how do you say that, GBS? Everything run out money. It does. But if you don't have those other 2 components, you'll never get to the money. Am I making sense to you? See, nobody ever talked to you like that. People run around talking about status, this, status, that. All. If you don't have accurate information and oftentimes respect, you will not get to the money. Furthermore, if you don't have accurate information, you won't keep any money that you have. because you'll be taken advantage of. I hope I'm making my point, but we're going to let this continue to play. I told you, we're going to teach some lessons over tonight, and we're not done yet. Let's let it continue.
Oh, dog, y'all been through a lot. I know that. I know y'all felt it never went right with me. I feel like I got wrongs to right. This is what he said out of his mouth. This is what he said out of his mouth. You the one who came back coming to see if we want to get signed and do all that again. We want our publishing, dog, and we got a right to that. It's been years now. Years you had our stuff. Nobody, pardon us. Pardon him, he was wrong for threatening you or your life over the radio or whatever, but that's frustration.
He didn't threaten. Let's just clear. He didn't threaten. He said it's worth.
It's been. You right, pardon me. You right. He didn't threaten you. But it is worth it. He don't understand that because you just been robbing people for years, and people could look at it. And you could look at what he said. Then you look at us, and you look at his catalog of artists he had, and you sit back and do the homework yourself. You go home. Forget what we said. Forget we the streets, we the locks. This is how we voice our opinion, and this is how we voice our opinion because we ain't corporate. We ain't industry, so we got to let the streets know that. This is how we voice our opinion through the airwaves, through the mixtapes, through songs. We can't voice our opinion through lawyers and go. You seen what we got to do to have a meeting, Ange. So let's be for real when it comes to the corporate side. Don't try to confuse the listeners in the streets to think it's that simple because he's going to give you the running around like he's been for the past 10 years. We've been trying to get our publishing the past 10 years, so don't try to act like we bugging out of nowhere. We've been through 7 lawyers and all kind of things. So, but be for real, we did 1 album with you.
Well, can I just ask you, I'm sorry.
Now, I want you to pay close attention because, see, here's another lesson that I want y'all to catch here tonight. Because, see, this is important for young people. Any of you young people that's listening to this, here's another lesson that I don't ever want you to forget. I want you to pay attention to how Angie Martinez is about to sound. Now, why am I saying that? You need to recognize when you're in the presence of a snake that's cool with a snake that you trying to deal with. Listen to how she's about to try to talk to them. Because, see, let me tell you something else. When it comes to respect, reason why I'm good in any hood, as the saying goes, the brothers and sisters that I know that's out there in the streets, I'm known as the guy that's like, hey, I'm very protective of them when I see they don't know something. I'm like, hey, oh, you trying to do business this or that third? Come here. Let me put this Power Numbers series in your hand. What's that? Dr. Claude Anderson, Grandmaster Teacher. Read this. Come back like, hey, man, I'm glad you put me up on game. Oh, yeah? Cool. Let me put you up on some more game. Have you studied who Al Heyman is? No, don't know him. Cool. Let me introduce you to how he moved. See, that's how I try to do it, okay? There's plenty of people over the years, man, that just offer that respect for me putting the right information in their hands so they can eat good, especially during the pandemic. Me and my family helped plenty of people create businesses, okay? We damn sure did. Young folks at that. So it's like, my thing is when it comes to that respect, let me tell you something, dude. This is why I try not to get into it with people with nothing. I've told y'all, I don't do beef with nobody. Because, see, a lot of them folks that talking, man, the reason why respect is important is because a lot of times if people respect you and people get to talking crazy, all right, you better be careful who you disrespecting. You don't know what that person has done for other people. You don't know how valued they are in their community. So I try not to get into it, folks. I'm like, hey, man, let it go. It's been plenty of situations where I've been with folks like, hey, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Chill out, bro. It ain't worth it. No, I don't want none of my people sitting behind bars. Because, see, when it comes to me, now, you run up on me the wrong way, I'm going to deal with you myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I try to go out my way not to do that, but, you know, see, and look, let me say this, too, before we get back to this. Because the lesson that I want y'all to learn and how Angie Martinez is talking to them, I want you to recognize when people that you're in the presence of talking to are connected to your enemies. But the reason why I try to move a certain way, I'd rather save all of my vitriol to deal with them folks. If I got to do something legally, I'd rather put legal foot to ass on them folks. I'd rather not have to do that to our people. I don't never want to have to use my attorneys against another black person. I don't want to have to put my hands on another black person if I can help it. I don't. I'd rather save all that for them folks. But now, if you put me in a situation where I have to do either of either, it is what it is. We just have to go there. But back to this lesson that I want you to learn. Listen carefully to how Angie Martinez is about to talk to them. You tell me if you think this is somebody that they could trust. Let's let it continue.
Oh, I'm worked up.
I know you are. No, I
really
know you are. But let's just say this. Let's just say this. At this point, the way this whole day and this whole thing has happened, it might have been. It's too bad that it had to take this long and come to this point to get him on the phone. But he got on the phone, and it's obviously a public.
Still trying to butter it up.
I know he's okay. But let's just say. But now it's a public argument, and you know whether you believe
nothing's gonna happen.
No. But whether you believe he'll have the meeting or not, he said he would. And I mean, would you at that point, let's say, would you sit down, would you have a meeting, and if this was resolved, would you then be able to continue? Is it just this alone? Well, that's two parts. Number one, would you sit down? He said on the radio he would sit down. I know it took a long time. I know it's on the radio.
No problem sitting down. It's not us that don't want it. It's not.
We've been trying to sit down forever. This is what nobody realized.
But now it's public.
Yeah, we want to sit down.
He cared, or he was, you know. It got to the point where he felt he needed to call up and discuss it.
It got to the point because when you tell people the truth, because most of hip hop, 90% of hip hop is fake people, and people coming on air being fake to you. And probably it's 80% of the artists in the same situation we in, but they sit up here to you fronting so much, and you know, I'm this and that, I got this and that, I got this and that. If you didn't do them big numbers, I know exactly what you got. If you came in the 90s like we came in, unless it was spectacular, you sitting there fronting because you don't want the people to know how it's going down. Now we all right. We made money off of our hard-earned grinding. This is what people need to understand. When you see us in the street and the nice trucks, the Rangers, the Benzes, whatever vehicles we in, when we copped our houses, when we did all of that, we did that off of hard-earned side artists, grinding, mixtape hustle. I get a verse for you here. I write this here for you on the low. This man is making tons of money off of us for no apparent reason. No reason at all.
Okay,
I can't wait to sit down and talk.
I want to play a song because I want to.
So there you have it, family. You everybody remember that conversation now. See, I told you. You got a lot of people, man, it's social media that made them get you. No, social media didn't do that. Did social media do that? And there's a lot more. We'll be here all night covering the dirt this man has been involved in. It's just for just treating people right in our community. Not treating people right, rather. Social media didn't do that. The Diddler did that, okay? That's who did that. So see, again, you out there and you're a brother, sister in the streets. I understand, especially in this climate, you're trying to do what you can to make it. Arm yourself with the proper information before you go and do any type of business deals. Seek that out. This is why I do what I do on my platform, to try to educate and bring the right information to people. I'll tell you quickly, if you ask me a question and I don't have the answer, I'll tell you up front, I don't know, but I'll direct you to someone that has the answer. Because, see, I want you to do well no matter what your endeavors are, especially if you're a young black person, okay? And I want you to be treated right. And again, I'm saying this to all of us. Let's treat each other right. What reason do you have to treat each other wrong, man? Hadn't enough people treated us the wrong way? Huh? But see, next part of this broadcast here, I'm finna show you something. Because see, I've already mentioned to you what I do. Executive security, we see a lot of different things, okay? If you're in that profession. I'm gonna tell you who else see a lot of different things too. What I'm about to play for you next here, it's gonna thread a needle on the lifestyle that the Diddler was trying to live, okay? Oh yeah, I told you, we can be thorough with it. Listen carefully to what you're about to hear.
The hotel industry is a wild experience that helps you understand how disconnected the wildly wealthy are. I've seen the darker side of humanity: suicides, murders, spousal abuse, human trafficking. That shit stays with you for a long time. One weekend, a large group of around 60-ish people, they wanted to purchase out the entire hotel so they could just turn it into a giant orgy. The cost to buy out the property was upwards of $250,000 for 2 nights at a time. That says you've got money to spend. They left a nightmare room. Blood, feces, semen stains. One of my bellboys came up and was like, "I've got a black light, I'm curious." He turned it on, and I remember we looked down and saw the stains, we looked to the sides and saw them on the wall. At one point in the bathroom, we looked up and saw them all on the ceiling, and we were just like, how do you do this? This is not human. Were you on the ceiling?
Let me pause this right here. Oh, yes. See, pay attention. I'm going to teach all of you something about the people that are in positions to see some of these degenerates do the things they do. If you security, you definitely going to see certain things, okay? And if you running a firm like my family and I do, you cut ties with certain people that's got certain things going on because you're not going to risk your business getting caught up in anything illegal, okay? The other people that get to see a lot of that dirt, these luxury hotel managers or the operations managers at these different hotels. Oh, let me tell you something right now, boy. The stuff that they know, and see, let me go ahead and say something to a lot of people. I'm not going to tell nobody what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I don't do. You hear a lot of people talking about bragging on, oh, I stayed at this luxury hotel, that luxury hotel. If it's where them celebrities at, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. You want to know why? I tell you what, I'm not going to even say nothing. You listen to what he's about to describe, and then you tell me if you want to go sleep in a bed where some of this bullshit happened. Let's let it continue.
I worked as an operations manager for around 10 plus years. I've worked in hotels where the average daily rate is anywhere from like $99 and then all the way up to boutique properties where the average cost is around $1,400 per night. In general, the higher up that price value, the more common it is to be treated like you're less than human. The people who are coming to visit you, famous pop stars, Russian oligarchs, they have a private plane that they get in a private vehicle with all tinted blackout windows. Sometimes they have security squads. They'll snap their fingers at them. Very large sense of entitlement where if they approach the desk, they are the only thing that exists to you in that moment. And that's what they came to expect from that level of entering a luxury hotel. Most people who visit boutique hotels are not coming for business. They're there for pleasure. There was a group of fabulously wealthy individuals. You can definitely get a sense of how much wealth they actually have when they're talking about things like buying a fleet of Boeings in the lobby casually. They would buy out this entire property. They were spending as much as a luxury wedding. And it was basically a giant swingers orgy. You'd have people having sex in the pool, people laying on our wine bars naked, a couple having sex on a balcony in plain view. So you're looking up at it. Quite an angle. And every single room would have a different theme and a safe word posted outside of the door. The one that stands out to me was there's a mermaid-themed room. It was actually kind of impressive, the details they went, so it was very like under the sea vibe. There was the Wild West room. There was the straight-up BDSM room. One couple we had to talk to, while they were naked, they would purposely wait to start having sex until housekeeping wanted to clean the room. They wanted somebody to watch. The day after they had all departed, I got a call from housekeeping saying that one of the showers was busted, and I go take a look at it, and they had hacksawed off the actual shower piece, the shower head, and attached a 4-foot-long anal probe hose to it, with multiple settings on the other end. And that was as disgusting as you can imagine. After all of the drama and mental scarring that we put up with for this orgy buyout group, probably between about 30 staff, I want to say we made $20 in tips.
Let me tell you something, and I saw a sister say she works in hospitality, so I know she understands what it's like. And see, this is the other thing that this informant here is saying. He not lying about that, because see, a lot of y'all don't understand, boy. Some, not all. Some of these celebrities that a lot of y'all idolize and look up to, if you only knew what they were really like, they cheap as hell. Oh, they want all kinds of luxury service and want to be pampered and premium, but they cheap as hell when it comes to tips. Let me tell you something, man. I always, when I see our people, I'm going to tip good. Because I want to take care of my folks, okay? I want to take care of my folks. But see, this is what all the little freak-off action was about. See, you need to understand that it's a lot of men and women that try to emulate what they see them folks do. See, this is why they fight so hard to be up under them all the time. This is why you don't hear them speaking up for our community, because they know if they get to doing that, hey, you won't have access to do these types of things. And you listen to what this person is saying here. I'm telling you, man, the people that are in these types of positions and my type of position where you have to deal with some of these folks, oh, no, we know what you really like. I don't envy none of them, especially some of them. Man, look, let me tell you something, man. When you see some of them, I'm gonna tell you how you know you dealing with one that's involved in something all the time. I'm gonna give you a couple ways. I'm gonna do you a solid here. Anyone that you see constantly drunk, constantly high, talking out their right frame of mind, yeah, they involved in some of this shit. And I'm gonna tell you how you recognize they little do boys and do girls. Let me ask everybody in this chat room a question, especially the men. I'm gonna ask you a question. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the men, when you're dealing with folks, do you let people talk to you any kind of way? I ask you one more time, and I'm asking this for a reason. When you're dealing with people in your day-to-day life, your job, whatever, you let people just talk to you any kind of way. Now, I understand. Those you in the workforce, you got to do what you got to do to keep your job. But boy, my point is this. I would assume that every adult, especially a man, we got a line that we be like, all right, now you going a little too far with that. Your kids at home. Watch your damn mouth. Right? Because I know I do. I don't let them folks talk to me any kind of way. And I don't let my people talk to me any kind of way. Okay? Especially if I'm being respectful. The reason I'm asking that question is I want to thread this needle for you. How you recognize when you seeing some of them that's involved in all kinds of stuff or somebody got an uh-oh folder on them. When you around some celebrities and you see them talking to certain people any kind of way and their little entourages treating them like dirt, it's not just because they need that job. They got something on them, man. And they be like, you better not open your mouth, because if you do, I'm going to pull your uh-oh folder out. Them folks got one on me. I got one on you. The stuff that I made you do that you was too weak-minded enough to tell me no and get the hell on, like Cat Williams said in the Shay Shay interview, P. Diddy be wanting to party, you got to tell him no? Huh? See, the weak-minded and the weak-willed put themselves in so many situations because they cannot grasp a powerful one-syllable word. No. The word no is a protection. The word no is how you gain respect. You don't want respect? Fine. Be the type of person that tell everybody yes. Not only will you not be respected, sometimes not saying no puts you in danger. So when you see them with certain folks where they're just talking crazy to them, or in worst case scenario, putting their hands on, just know that's what you're looking at. Yeah, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Can't nobody tell me what I know and have seen with my own eyes. So let it continue.
I found myself on more than one occasion getting stuck in awkward situations between husbands, their lovers, and then the actual wife. The worst case scenario was husband and wife shared credit cards naturally, and she started seeing the hotel show up on the books, and she stormed in and slammed bank statements down. It's like, I know my husband's here, you guys are lying to me, we have to just say, you know what, I'm so sorry, we don't have anyone here by this name. And meanwhile, we can literally hear them having sex upstairs. Apparently she didn't notice the sounds were familiar to her, which might be a sad statement on their marriage, actually. The problem with working with the fabulously wealthy is that they often assume that the staff is there at their beck and call regardless of what the request is. It was really common for the high rollers to approach attractive staff members and essentially just ask them, hey, if I pay you X amount of dollars, will you meet me in my room later tonight and knock my brains out? That's a quote from someone, sadly. We had a very busty, gorgeous front desk woman at one hotel, and someone came down and offered her quite a bit of money in front of management. And at the moment, she naturally declined. I have security cameras in all the halls, and seeing that person sneak out around 2 a.m. was definitely a little suspicious. The most shocking example was an incident where the wedding was around 2 p.m.-ish that day. Come nightfall, one of our event staff slept with the wife and ended up getting caught. It turned into quite a big deal with screaming and shouting and all this stuff. He hid in a bathroom in a supply closet until the heat died down, and then he just walked into the front office and clocked out like nothing ever happened. His mom happened to be in charge of events, so she made sure he didn't get terminated. The demographics of the staffs who work at hotels are usually pretty evenly split. If you're an attractive white person who speaks English quite well, you're probably going to be reservations, front desk, something visual. If you're not of that ethnicity, just because they have an accent and that might not present well to your guests, your most likely bet is that you're going to get placed in housekeeping. If you're working at a decent property, you could probably get $10 to $15 an hour as a front desk host. If you're housekeeping, you're maybe getting 9 to 10. It was wildly unfair. We were actually advised to handle our housekeeping teams under the concept of divide and conquer, telling them, oh, well, so-and-so's team's much better than yours. You should really try to keep up with the Mexican team. It creates that toxic environment. This prevented the entire housekeeping team from uniting together and presenting concerns. And I saw that kind of model in multiple hotels. In retrospect, I can safely say that the hours they made me work, the wild situations you'd run into, it's a miracle that I never got in a really bad car accident commuting. It slowly burns you out in a way that you can't explain until you're out of it. You just kind of know something's wrong and you're not happy. The biggest thing that the public doesn't understand about the hotel industry is that there are wild things happening behind closed doors every single day. Fabulously wealthy individuals are wild. Everything happens behind closed doors at hotels.
Yeah, so you heard it, family. And I played that so that you will understand what a lot of these, because the Diddler isn't the only one, what a lot of these black celebrities that get up to that point and start ripping elbows with them folks, that's what they want to get into, okay? A lot of them, that because he's not the only one. Let's be clear. He's not the only one. And I'm going to say it yet again. Innocent till proven guilty, but if your ass is guilty, I want you to go where them folks that you emulate go. Especially for all the things you've done to our people in our community, shitting on them with them bad business deals and stuff. Even if it was legal, why would you want to do our people like that? Huh? No, I can't cape for somebody like that. That's not my brother. He's not my brother. I don't have to help him destroy you, but I don't have to save you either. I don't. The truth is going to come out. But I'll let that play so y'all can understand what a lot, and look, that's what a lot of your politicians do. Think about it. I'm going to go here. The Congressional Black Caucus, why you think a lot of them fighting so hard to stay up there up under them folks like that? You think they ain't involved in some of that stuff that's going on? Let me tell you something, man. Tell you what you do. In case this open your mind, find you an operational manager at a hotel and talk to him. Go ahead. If you don't know somebody like myself that runs an executive security firm or deals in that type of area, find them type of people and talk to them about some of them celebrities that unfortunately some people idolize in our community. Find them and talk to them. That'll change your entire mindset. I'm telling you right now. So that's what I wanted to thread that needle on. See, a lot of people ain't gonna like this conversation. That's fine. It's not for them. A lot of them people that's caping for them, let me tell you something right now. You're caping for him because you were the one that he hooked you up with certain things, and you're scared that a lot of stuff coming out. You wondering, they gonna find my name involved in some of this stuff? Because see, when the feds get to going through things and plying through all this information, oh, they keep detailed files. Oh, yes, they do. And yes, we know they can't wait to come after him because he's black. Yeah, oh, of course. But he put himself in that position with decisions he made, not mistakes. Yeah, that's right. So, I'm going to tell you like this, family. Diddler, you finna get what's coming to you, man. You earned it. I'm going to play something for y'all. I want y'all to check this out.
Oh, man. You got some visitors, dog. Let's get up on that.
TD Jakes over there with P. Diddy.
Oh, come on, cat.
TD Jakes over there with P. Diddy. TD Jakes over there with P. Diddy.
Oh, come on, cat.
TD Jakes over there with P. Diddy. P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. Thank you, making good. Thank you, making good. Thank you, making good. God bless you. Thank you, making good. What's she listening to? You be listening to Sexy Red? You broke. You broke. You broke. PD Jakes over there with P Diddy.
Oh, come on, cat.
PD Jakes over there with P Diddy. P Diddy. PD Jakes over there with P Diddy.
Oh, come on, cat.
PD Jakes over there with P Diddy. P Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. And you gotta tell him no. P Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. And you gotta tell him no. You broke. 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 You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Sway the remix god.
Yeah, y'all know I was gonna get my shots in. Oh yeah. I know it was a serious broadcast. I tried to throw a little humor in here or there. But I hope that y'all learned something from the broadcast tonight, because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Like Cat Williams said to Shannon Sharp, him having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like him. I'm looking at a lot of people that's got an unnatural allegiance to serpents in our community. Time will tell. The truth is going to come out, because one thing about 2024 is proving to be the year of truth. And this image that I got on the screen right here, let me tell you something, man. When a lot of stuff come out, a lot of people going to be shocked. But I can see these brothers right here. This image, I think, says a lot without even explaining it. I think it does, okay? I really do. And I hope that when justice is served, that's what it looked like right there. Because, see, we know it's a lot of things that a lot of people know and you can't necessarily prove, but it's going to come out. Whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light. Whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light. Try to be good to each other, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to everybody that contributed to the broadcast. I hope you was able to learn something from this. And let me say this again. Salute to Premier Halls for the Cash App. I see you. Thank you very much, brother. Let me say this to y'all, man, in closing here. Since we all we got, and we know we all we got, we need to really treat each other with love and act like we know that. Because at the end of the day, if we don't, man, we don't have nobody else. We don't. Draw that line in the sand, stand with integrity, don't make idols of men and women, respect people's character. Look at that, not how much money somebody got. Get out of this thing where just because somebody got a lot of money, anytime somebody critique them, that means they hate. No, that's not the case. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, salute to you, Black First. Be looking out for another episode of Children of the Chalk. Oh boy, y'all gonna love that one. We're gonna have some important information in there, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to do something that's going to piss them off, since they really hate my Children of the Chalk series, the mayonnaise people. They even had your boy account locked on X for a little while yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they are so mad. I ain't done making them mad yet. So just check the playlist. We're going to have one coming up. And I'm going to tell you right now, the beginning of that is going to be pure ignorant. It's going to be ignorant. It's going to be ignorant, but they earned it. Since they wanted to play with us during Black History Month, I'm going to play with them indefinitely. So with that said, take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to you, Black First. I will see you all in future content.
This is the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip-hop, a lot of claims, who did what, who was the first this, who was the this and that, and such and such. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
Like, everything was being driven and influenced by young, Black, American culture. Like the slang, the style of dress, the initial music that we chose.
You look at all the boroughs, you got, Money Making Manhattan and Money Earning Mount Vernon and Crooklyn. The Bronx was the boogie down Bronx. We was partying up there.
I am Coke LaRock, the first MC of hip hop. First cat to pick the mic up.
I introduced rapping to the turntable because when I came with it, nobody in the world was doing it. I'm right after Rudy Ray Moore.
They want to come in the mix, they want to say, we started. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What came to be known as hip hop was solely and an African-American creation.
What would you get out of some Jamaican toast? What is that? I've never heard of a rapper use a Jamaican toast or a Jamaican fleur as a rhyme. I never heard of it, and I don't know where that myth came from.
My name is legendary King Trixie from the Bronx, BX from the West Side. I am the first breakdancer.
That narrative that hip-hop has had 3 founding fathers, that's been rolling for the last almost 30 years, which isn't true. You don't have just 3 people who created hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by a number of different people.
I am the grandfather, the godfather of the graffiti culture. I am the first element of hip-hop.
The roots of hip-hop being Jamaican, absolutely false.
My name is MC Sha-Rock. I am a founding member of the MC/rap culture.
Cassette tapes was the internet of our time. It just traveled around by hand.
I know for a fact that the B-boy stand started from the guards, the 5%ers that would be at the jams back in the days who were acting as security.
If they get the real truth of how it all was created, then so many lies would not be able to be in existence.